One of the beautiful traditions in our greater tradition is this tradition and ceremony of asking for forgiveness. Because whenever we leave a particular situation, when we leave a monastery, when we depart from a great teacher, then even if we feel that it's been a wonderful, inspiring time, it is good just to reflect, is there anything that I have done through body and speech or mind that could have in any ways been a cause for stress or suffering or dukkha in some form to arise? And so we go through this process of asking for forgiveness. Anything that we've done either intentionally or unintentionally, in something that we've actually physically done, or something that we've said, or maybe it's even just a mental state, a thought, either in public or in private. We ask for forgiveness, and in turn our teachers forgive us out of compassion. So on this day, whatever teachers that you have had in your lives, and we can include them in the ceremony. To begin with, we will, if you could join me in the Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay, now please repeat after me. Acharye Pamadena Dwaratayena Gatang Sabang Aparadang Kamatu no Bante Acharye Pamadena Dwaratayena Gatang Sabang Aparadang Kamatu no Bhante Acharye Pamadena Dwaratayena Gatang Sabang Aparadang Kamatu no Bhante. And then to conclude this evening, whatever merit, whatever good karma has been generated through all of the wholesome actions throughout the day, then let's consider sharing them with those people who are important in our lives, those people who have been teachers to us, those beings who support our Dhamma practice, and all beings everywhere. So we can chant in the English version of sharing of merit. Begins with, through the goodness that arises from our practice. Through the goodness that arises from my practice, may my spiritual teachers and guides of great virtue, my mother, my father, and my relatives, the sun and the moon, and all virtuous leaders of the world, may the highest gods and evil forces, celestial beings, guardian spirits of the earth, and the Lord of death. May those who are friendly, indifferent, or hostile, may all beings receive the blessings of my life. May they soon attain the threefold bliss and realize the deathless. Through the goodness that arises from my practice, and through this act of sharing, may all desires and attachments quickly cease, and all harmful states of mind, until I realize Nibbana in every kind of birth. May I have an upright mind, with mindfulness and wisdom, austerity and vigor. May the forces of delusion not take hold, nor weaken my resolve. The Buddha is my excellent refuge, unsurpasses the protection of the Dhamma. The solitary Buddha is my noble Lord. The Sangha is my supreme support. Through the supreme power of all these, may darkness and delusion be dispelled. Okay. We'll then conclude with paying respects to the Triple Gem. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi. Swakato Bhagavanta Namo Dhammam Supatipano Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Sangham Namami.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We have now completed the Achaan Chah Remembrance Day. The Achaan Chah Remembrance Day is a way of remembering Sangha. We have remembrance of the Buddha, the Dhamma and the Sangha. And when we remember monks who have practiced well, practiced correctly, practiced rightly, practiced for the liberation from all suffering, then is the recollection of the noble ones, recollection of the community of bhikkhus who have practiced appropriately according to the Buddha's teachings. And this event has been a very successful event. It's the first time that it had been held here in Malaysia, and it was held on the same day as the same event on the 16th of January in Thailand at Wat Nong Prapong Achaan Chah's monastery. And the numbers of people who came to assist in the preparation and then came also to take part in the events. And all the events were around the practice of Dhamma. And those numbers of people were very large and very impressive to see the amount of interest in Buddhist practice in one's life in this country now. And we hope that it gave people a taste of how to apply the Buddha's teachings in daily life, because that is essentially what Achaan Chah was trying to point to, that we turn the Dhamma into a tool for liberation in our own lives. And this Dhamma is a very powerful tool. It was a tool which is the inheritance of the Buddha. And if we take that inheritance and use it wisely, then we can greatly benefit ourselves and others from that inheritance. Just like if our parents leave us an inheritance, some wealth, and then we use that wealth for our own benefit, but also for the goodness in the world, then that inheritance is used wisely as a resource for not only bringing happiness to oneself and happiness to others. So too the inheritance of the Buddha is the teachings of the Dhamma. And if we use that skillfully and wisely and well, then that can bring great blessings to ourselves and great blessings to this world.
Sahagatena cetasa ekam disam paritava viharati tata dutiyam tata tatiyam tata chatutang ityudamato tiriyang sabati sabatataya sabavantang lokam metta Sahagatena cetasa vipulena mahagatena apamanena averena abhyapajena Paritava Viharati Karuna Sahagatena cetasa Ekam disam Paritava Viharati Tata dutiyam Tata tatiyam Tata chatutang Ityudamato tiriyang Sabati Sabatataya Sabavantang lokam Karuna Sahagatena cetasa Vipulena Mahagatena Apamanena Averena Abhyapajena Paritava Viharati Mudita Sahagatena cetasa Ekang disang Haritawa Viharati Tata dutiyang Tata katiyang Tata chatutang Itiyu dhammato tiriyang Sabati Sabatataya Sabawantang lokang Mudita Sahagatena cetasa Vipulena Mahagatena Apamanena Averena Abhyapachena Haritawa Viharati Upeka Sahagatena cetasa Ekang disang Haritawa Viharati Tata dutiyang Tata tatiyang Tata chatutang Itiyu dhammato tiriyang Sabati Sabatataya Sabawantang lokang Upeka Sahagatena cetasa Vipulena Mahagatena Apamanena Averena Abhyapachena Haritawa Viharati